Have you ever made a decision that felt absolutely right in the moment? I mean, you felt good about it, you had the logic lined up, you had the emotions to back it up, and then 3 months later, you're looking at the wreckage of that choice wondering, how did I miss that? Maybe it was a relationship you swore was the one. Maybe it was a purchase that made sense at 2 a.m. Or maybe you just struggled to know if that gut feeling was actually God speaking or if it was just what you had for dinner. We've all been there. We mistake our own emotions for divine guidance, and honestly, we're professionals at it. We wonder why we can't hear Him, or why we keep ending up in the same dead-end places. We have this deep spiritual desire to be led by something higher than ourselves, but we're paralyzed by the fear of getting it wrong. I think we've all had that one wreckage moment. If you're comfortable sharing, what's one time you were certain you were right, only to realize later you were just following your own heart? It helps the rest of us feel a little less alone. Before we talk about how to fix it, we have to admit the struggle. Think about that one area of your life where you feel stuck. You hate the sin, but you keep falling into it. You want to be a person of peace, but you're constantly anxious. The truth is, we often treat God like a rubber stamp. We draft the contract of our lives, we sign it, and then we hand it to Him and say, "Notary, please." We don't want His lead, we want His approval. This is where the inner conviction starts to fade. We feel a nudge to stop, to wait, or to speak, but we drown it out with noise. You aren't alone in this, but there is a way to find that deep peace again. It's called discernment, and it's simpler and much harder than you think. The first step is to ask, but not the way we usually do. Jesus said, "Ask and it will be given to you." But true prayer for discernment isn't just talking at God, it's about aligning. Have you ever noticed that halfway through a prayer, you're just explaining your side of the argument to Him? You're saying, "Lord, you know they're wrong, so bless my plan to fix them." When you start to pray with total honesty, even when it's uncomfortable, you'll notice a message repeated in your life. You'll see patterns. Discernment begins when we are willing to hear an answer we didn't want. We often say, "I'm just following my heart." But let's be real, our emotions are terrible leaders. Discernment whispers, emotions scream. If you don't have a filter, you will absorb whatever is loudest. Have you ever seen someone justify a reckless decision with a Bible verse? "I can do all things through Christ," as an excuse to do something they know is unwise. The Word isn't a list of rules, it's a way to recognize the voice of truth. The more you know the Scripture, the more you start to feel a sense of purpose in your daily choices. You stop guessing and start recognizing. There's a specific feeling many of us have experienced, the sudden clarity in a moment of chaos, or that check in your spirit, a heaviness when you're about to agree to something that feels off. What do we do with that? Usually we push past it because we don't want to be awkward. We trade the peace of God for the approval of people. But those nudges are the Holy Spirit trying to protect you. Discernment is often just the courage to wait when everything in you wants to rush. This is the part we usually skip. It's easy to discern someone else's mess. We're professionals at scrolling through social media, seeing a post and instantly categorizing that person. We feel superior. We feel right. But that's not discernment, that's judgment. True discernment begins with humility. It asks, "Lord, what is in my own heart that I need to address first?" When we stop focusing on the speck in someone else's eye, we suddenly find the inner conviction to fix our own path. It's hard to see the way forward when you're blinded by your own pride. Finally, we have to look at our circles. Not every open door is from God. Some are just distractions wearing a blessing costume. Think about your closest relationships. When you leave a conversation with them, do you feel charged up to pursue what's right? Or do you feel like you need a spiritual shower because of the gossip you just rolled around in? Discernment protects your future by guarding your present. It gives you the wisdom to decide who sits at your table and who speaks into your soul. Discernment isn't a superpower for special people. It's a lifelong pursuit of closeness to God. If this message stepped on your toes today, just know it walked through my whole house first. I need this just as much as you do. Here is your challenge for this week. Pick one specific area where you feel paralyzed, a relationship, a habit, a big choice. Write it down. Then, instead of asking God to fix it, ask Him to give you eyes to see it as He sees it. You don't have to give details, but if you're committing to seeking discernment for one specific area of your life this week, just type clarity in the comments. Let's support each other in that pursuit. As you align with Him through prayer and the Word, the fog will start to lift. You'll find that deep peace that doesn't make sense to the world, but makes perfect sense to your soul. You aren't alone. You're just learning to listen.